A Royal Affair by Annalise Settefrati. A tiny, crowded apartment in a big, crowded city. Hank putters around the room while the TV plays a news program. At some point, Hank realizes that the volume is muted and finds the remote to unmute it.
Our European affiliates are reporting that the King of Luxembourg, Grand Duke Henri, has been killed in a freak accident. It seems as though the monarch was sitting in the palace conservatory when a large bird flew into the window beside him. The weight of the bird shifted the window just enough to disturb the curtain rod, which knocked onto an ornamental bust of Grand Duke Adolf, first monarch of Luxembourg from the house of Nassau-Weilburg, Henri's own house. In this way, we tragically report the Grand Duke's death at the hands, or head, of his own ancestor. It seems as though the king died without any children, leaving the country in a state of confusion as Parliament works to determine who will be his heir. The bird also perished.
Hey Margie, did you hear this thing on the news?
What?
The news!
Jews? We're Episcopalian.
No, the news about the king.
I don't think Tolkien was Jewish either.
Margie, will you just come out here?
Margie emerges from the bathroom wearing a long, fluffy robe, her hair in curlers and her face covered in a creamy skin treatment. Hank sees her and does a double take as he stumbles.
Holy Moses, what are you all done up about?
It's called self-care, Hank. You could use some.
Hank reaches over and pokes her face, then smells the cream left on his finger.
Smells nice. What is it?
Oh, I don't know. It was the first one that popped up on Amazon. Had 4 stars and free shipping, so how bad could it be, right?
Hank smells the cream again, then slowly moves to lick it off his finger. Margie smacks his hand away.
Sorry.
Hank leans over the counter and puts a piece of white bread into the toaster. During the conversation, Margie wipes the cream off her face at the kitchen sink.
What do you want, Hank? I got things to do. We gotta go to the food store and pick up the pies for your sister's birthday party tonight.
We gotta go. She's got a birthday every year. She don't need a party. Can't we skip one?
It's your sister. If we don't bring her a couple of pecan pies, she won't house sit for us next time we go on vacation.
We don't have a house.
Apartment sit.
We ain't been on a vacation since I took you to Lake Superior on our honeymoon. And we ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
You never know.
I'm pretty sure.
Forget it. What do you want? Why does it matter if Tolkien was Jewish? I didn't even think you liked those Narnia movies.
Nobody's Jewish. I was wondering if you heard about the news about the king who got killed by a bird.
King? There's no kings in Chicago.
Somewhere in Europe. Limburg, something, Bernstein.
Oh, yeah, the little country.
That's it, yeah.
The king died?
Yeah. Bird flew in a window, knocked over the curtain rod, pushed the statue over, bam, dead. Both of them.
Well, that's too bad. What's it got to do with us?
Nothing. I just thought it was interesting.
Well, how's about you go be interested while you're bringing in the mail?
Yeah, all right.
Hank exits into the hallway. While he's gone, Margie uses the toaster as a mirror to take out her curlers. Hank returns as the toaster dings and pops up.
Ah, you gotta do that in the kitchen. I'm gonna have your hair in my toast.
Hank reaches around her and grabs the toast. As he brings it to his mouth, Margie leans in and bites off a piece.
Thanks, darling.
All right.
He hands her the toast.
I'll open the mail.
He makes his way back to the kitchen table and sits down.
Let me know if there's anything from Cindy. Her son's getting married next year. She said they should have sent one of those save the dates a couple of days ago.
No, I don't see it.
Ah, well, I'll give her a call.
Why? Can't we just wait for it?
Maybe they forgot to send it.
Maybe we're not invited.
We're family.
She's your stepbrother's ex-wife's cousin.
We're practically family.
What's her son's name? The one who's getting married. What's his name?
How can you ask me that?
I'm asking.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Okay, I'm ashamed. What's his name?
Bill.
Fred. See?
He holds up a save the date.
It's right here on Save Our Date.
You little cheater.
Gotta keep our life interesting.
Hey, what's this one?
She
I
picks
don't-
up a large legal-size envelope and waves it in his face.
Well, I don't rightly know. I ain't opened it yet. How can I know until I open it?
I'll do it.
She wanders back into the kitchen and slices open the envelope with a knife, then uses the knife to cut her toast and reads the letter while eating. A long pause while she reads. All we hear is the crunch of toast. Hank is annoyed by the sound.
I don't want to read the.
Can't understand you. Shouldn't talk with your mouth full.
It's your DNA test.
Oh, that thing Danny Sheila got me for Christmas. What's it say? Am I Jewish?
Enough with the Jewish thing, Hank, and being serious.
What's wrong? Do I got some sort of disease? You know I never knew my dad. He could have been Typhoon Mary for all I know.
Typhoon Mary or King Henry of Luxembourg.
Margie extends the paper to Hank. He takes it.
Your DNA results report German, Belgian, Swedish, and French heritage. Ancestors.com has found the following relatives connected to your DNA. Relationship, parent, name. King Henry of Luxembourg. King Henry of Luxembourg.
King Henry of Luxembourg.
King Henry of Luxembourg.
King Henry of Luxembourg?
Blackouts. Lights up. Margie is alone on stage talking on a corded telephone. There is a large map of Europe hanging on the wall, Luxembourg circled in red marker.
Cindy, I wouldn't lie to you. He called the embassy, they rushed our passports, booked us tickets on the first flight out, even paid for the hotel. And get this, Cindy, free breakfast every day. Can you believe it? Yeah, no kidding. What's that? No, I told you this when we got married. He was just some guy his mom met one night at Jocko's. Oh, sure, she said it was as much as a dive then as it is now. Yeah, that's right, just met him one night, went home with him, never saw him again, and then bam, here comes Hank 9 months later. Named after his dad, all could you remember was his name was Henry. Well, how should I know? Kings can go wherever they want. Maybe he wanted a night off, figured he wouldn't be recognized in a dive bar in Chicago. Beats me.
Keys rattle in the door and Hank enters taking off his coat.
Oh, Cindy, he's back. I gotta get ready for the flight. I've never flown on a plane before. Yeah, it's a beautiful save our date. Give our love to Fred. Bye-bye now.
Margie hangs up the phone.
You got the passports? Everything's ready?
I ain't never been in an embassy. Pretty fancy place. From the outside, it looks like a normal building, but inside, the security, metal detectors. It's worse than going to the courthouse for jury duty.
Get your suitcases. The flight's in 6 hours.
I think we got time.
I looked on the Google. It says you should be 2 hours early for international flights.
Okay, so we'll be 2 hours
We
early.
should give ourselves 2 hours to get there. Could be traffic.
I think don't.
And an hour to park and find the gate.
Okay, now that's good.
Plus about an hour of wiggle room just in case. We should leave now.
Maggie, this seems excessive.
Get your coat.
Margie picks up the 2 suitcases and exits. Hank hangs his head and sighs, then puts on his coat and follows. Black coat. Inside the main hall of the Luxembourg Royal Palace, Hank and Margie stand side by side facing the audience, each holding a battered suitcase. They look as out of place as American Gothic. Margie wears a large and hideous fascinator. Hank wears a hat like Indiana Jones with a strap around his shoulder.
Hank, take off your hat. We're inside. It's rude.
And you're wearing yours?
Ladies are supposed to wear hats.
A hat. Is that what you're calling it?
Shh, take it off.
Why are you whispering?
I'm trying to be polite. The Google said that Europeans think Americans are loud and rude, so we need to be quiet and polite. Don't do anything rude and turn your cell phone off.
Hank begrudgingly takes off his hat. Romy enters carrying the briefcase.
Welcome. My name is Romy. We have spoken on the phone. I'm the staff chief here at the palace. I will be your liaison while you are here.
Romy bows slightly towards both Hank and Margie. Hank attempts a salute, Margie a courtesy. Badly. Romy regards them for a moment, then walks to the far rear of the stage and opens the briefcase.
Come. We have business.
Maggie?
What?
But, I mean, how am I supposed to address?
You say, hi, Romy.
No, I mean, Mr. or Miss?
Hank, don't be so small-minded.
I'm not. It's just, here, agree that men have short hair and women have long hair? It's very confusing. So which is it?
Just try to avoid needing to say anything.
Sir and madam, we have the business to conduct.
Yeah, sure, of course, sir. I mean, madam, sorry, Romney, yeah, the business.
Oh, Romy, I'm so sorry for my husband. He's new to Europe.
Yes, I have paperwork.
Sure, let's sign some papers.
The Nokia ringtone blares. Hank and Margie scramble around the outside pockets of the suitcase to find the phone. He finds it and flips it open.
Yeah, excuse me, Rodney. Yeah. Hello? Yep, Hank speaking. I'm pretty good, thanks. What can I do you for? Oh, it's someone from Ancestors.com. Uh-huh. Oh, sure, I got the paperwork. You guys did a great job. Got it real fast. Couldn't be happier. Yeah, you know, you told me who my father was. I never even knew him. And now I have a family. Funny stories, you know. We just... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh. Yeah. Okay, well, okie dokie then. Yeah. Thank you for clearing up that misunderstanding. Yep. You too. Yeah.
Hank flips the phone closed. He does not move. Margie looks at him. She does not move either.
Margie?
Margie takes a step forward.
Margie,
What? I'm right here.
we gotta get out of here. Let's go before Romy comes back.
What happened? We have to sign the papers. You have so much to learn
I
about.
got nothing to learn about Luxembourg.
Hank, what are you talking about?
You know, that letter?
The one saying your father was King Henry of Luxembourg. Yes, I know the letter.
Well, here's the thing. Jerry over there at Ancestors.com. Turns out that my father was King Henry of Luxembourg.
I know, that's why we're here.
Iowa. Luxembourg, Iowa. Population 237. Where Mr. and Mrs. Henry, about 80 some odd years ago, decided to name their son King, make him feel fancy. King Henry of Luxembourg, Iowa.
Hank and Margie freeze, then sprint off stage with their suitcases. End of play.